Another day, another story. Find out about some of the weird and wacky ways people have attempted to curb or conceal their hair loss over the centuries. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. Ancient Egyptian Remedies. The Ebers Papyrus, a medical text that dates back to 1550 BC, offers a number of recommended cures for ancient Egyptians suffering from hair loss. Suggestions include a mixture of fats from a hippopotamus, crocodile, tomcat, snake and ibex, porcupine hair boiled in water and applied to the scalp for 4 days, and the leg of a female greyhound sautéed in an oil with the hoof of a donkey. Apparently concerned with maintaining adequate hirsuteness, both male and female royals in ancient Egypt were known to wear wigs and fake beards. Ancient Egyptians were known for their advanced knowledge in medicine and various remedies for ailments, including baldness. Some of their cures for baldness might seem bizarre by today's standards. Here are a few. A common remedy involved mixing the fats of various animals, such as lions, hippopotamuses, crocodiles, cats, snakes, and ibex, and applying it to the scalp. The belief was that the properties of these animals would help in hair growth. Honey and oils. Another remedy included applying a mixture of honey and various oils, like castor oil or almond oil, to the scalp. This method aimed to nourish the hair follicles. Onion juice. Onions were believed to stimulate hair growth. Egyptians would rub onion juice on their scalps to promote hair growth and prevent hair loss. Hedgehog spines. A treatment involved boiling hedgehog spines in oil and applying the mixture to the bald areas. This was supposed to stimulate hair follicles and encourage hair growth. Burnt hedgehog spines. In another variation, hedgehog spines would be burnt, and the ashes mixed with oil were applied to the scalp. Aloe vera. Known for its soothing properties, aloe vera was used by ancient Egyptians to treat various skin conditions, including baldness. The gel was applied directly to the scalp. These remedies reflect the Egyptians' resourcefulness and reliance on natural ingredients for medical treatments. While some of these treatments might have had some benefits due to the properties of the ingredients, modern science offers more effective and reliable solutions for baldness. Hippocratic growth. The ancient Greek physician Hippocrates, who was born around 460 BC and is often referred to as the father of Western medicine, personally grappled with male pattern baldness. He prescribed himself and fellow chrome domes a topical concoction of opium, horseradish, pigeon droppings, beetroot and spices. It didn't stop anyone's hairline from receding. Hippocrates also conceived of a radical treatment for hair loss after noticing that eunuchs never went thin on top. Though it is unlikely that men began opting for castration over a bald spot, in 1995 researchers at Duke University confirmed that the procedure could indeed prevent hair loss. Hippocratic growth, or remedies for baldness as prescribed by Hippocrates, the ancient Greek physician, are quite different from the remedies used by the ancient Egyptians. Hippocrates is often regarded as the father of medicine, and his approaches were more empirical and systematic. Here are some of his ideas on treating baldness. Hippocratic Oath. Hippocrates is well known for the Hippocratic Oath, but when it comes to baldness, he had several remedies that he recommended. Pigeon droppings. One of the remedies involved using a mixture of pigeon droppings and horseradish, applied directly to the scalp. This mixture was believed to stimulate hair growth. Cumin, lettuce, and horseradish. Hippocrates suggested a paste made from cumin, lettuce, and horseradish, which was to be applied to the scalp as a treatment for baldness. Laurel leaves. Another remedy involved boiling laurel leaves in water and then applying the resulting liquid to the scalp. The leaves were thought to have properties that could encourage hair growth. Animal fats and herbs. Similar to some Egyptian remedies, Hippocrates recommended using various animal fats mixed with herbs. This included treatments such as applying a mixture of ram's marrow and certain herbs to the scalp. Exercise and diet. Hippocrates also believed in the importance of a healthy lifestyle for overall well-being, which included recommendations for regular exercise and a balanced diet. He thought that good health could contribute to the prevention of hair loss. While some of these remedies might have had anecdotal success, modern medicine and dermatology offer more scientifically proven treatments for hair loss, such as Minoxidil and finasteride, as well as hair transplant surgery. Comb-overs and laurel wreaths. When Julius Caesar began losing his hair, he tried everything to reverse the curse and hide his shiny pate. First, he grew his thinning mane long in the back and brushed it over his scalp in an early version of the comb-over. When that didn't work, hairspray had yet to be invented. After all, his lover Cleopatra recommended a home remedy consisting of ground-up mice, horse teeth and bear grease. This too had little effect, so the Roman dictator took to covering his scalp with a laurel wreath. Toupees. Popular in ancient times, hairpieces were revived in the 17th century by royals such as King Louis XIII of France, who donned a toupee to mask his balding scalp. Massive wigs, often featuring elaborate curls and peppered with white powder, became all the rage among French and English nobles. Wealthy American colonists adopted the accessory as a status symbol until the American Revolution, which put a damper on monarchy-inspired fashions. Snake oil. In the United States, the 19th century witnessed the emergence of so-called snake oil salesmen, essentially, swindlers masquerading as doctors and peddling phony potions that promised to treat all that ails you. Some of these tonics were supposedly formulated to reverse hair loss, including an ointment called Seven Sutherland Sisters Hair Grower, inspired and marketed by a family of sideshow performers with cascading tresses. Tea. Who wouldn't want a baldness cure that can double as a refreshing beverage? In 19th century England, people stricken with thinning hair would rub cold India tea and hunks of lemon into their scalps. Not surprisingly, the results were underwhelming. Hot heads. In the 20th century, manufacturers scrambled to develop high-tech solutions for one of the most prevalent cosmetic issues on the planet. One notable example is the thermocap device, unveiled by the Allied Merck Institute in the 1920s. Men and women with thinning locks and busy schedules simply had to spend 15 minutes a day under the bonnet like gadgets' heat and blue light, which supposedly stimulated dormant hair bulbs. Has a remedy for baldness been discovered at last? Screamed the headline of a 1923 Popular Mechanics advertorial. The answer, sadly, was probably not. Vacuum power. The Crossley Corporation, a radio and automobile manufacturer, ventured into the personal care market with its 1936 introduction of the Zervac, a machine that purportedly used suction to spur hair growth. Advertisements for the system, which could be rented for home use or found in barbershops, encouraged businessmen to kick back and relax with a cigarette and newspaper as the helmet-encased vacuum pump worked its magic on their follicles. Hair transplants. In 1939, a Japanese dermatologist pioneered a procedure for grafting hair from the scalp, eyebrows, face and other parts of the body onto bald spots. 2 decades later, the New York Dr. Norman Ehrenreich popularized hair transplants, which for many years resulted in scalps reminiscent of dolls' heads. This treatment for male pattern baldness is alive and well to this day, but with more natural results. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.